Good morning, welcome back to the Shikaka Racing channel, and today we have the 12 ZFS Racing 12 hours of Spa. This is stint 1. We are due to get started in around about 10 minutes, and we a few of us will be with you throughout the day. I'm going to be stint 1. After this stint, we'll direct you over to Rob Barker. We'll then have Jaden TV making an appearance. Then you'll unfortunately have to see me again. Then it'll be the AHR boys doing stint 5, and then myself and many guests closing out for stint 6 from 8 to 10 p.m. tonight. For this stint on co-coms, we have got Cruentis. Hello, mate.
Hello. Good evening, racing fans. It's nice to be back in the com box. You'll notice Schick didn't list my name there. I was supposed to be leading this stint, but I can't run a capture card. So, to make this look all beautiful, like you've done your magic, had to have your step in for me. So, thank you for that. But you'll still have my, we'll say,
tones.
Yeah, we'll use that. One of the commentators of all time, and I'll be jumping in and out of the com box for quite a bit of this race, and you'll see me on track for stint 6.
Beautiful. All right. We have got, like I said, we've got 10 minutes before we are due to get underway. First thing we'll take you through is the spotter's guide. Do you want to take him through this, Corinthians? It's all gonna be up on screen anyway, mate. What we got? So
there's three championships we're in contestant for tonight. So there's a Pro-Am Championship, a Pro Championship, and an Am Championship. So that's supposed to be splitting everyone equally. So we've all got a fair race on our hands, because it's a bit different with the whole endurance aspect of it. You're not very much like going wheel to wheel very often. It's very much you got to get your head down, put your head together, and try and just get like 12 hours straight of consistent laps. It's a proper consistency battle today.
something happened to the stream there.
Might need to
That's all right.
put my mic up real quick. 1 sec. Might be one on your end. So we've got 4 pro teams, 5 pro-am teams, and 4 am teams joining us tonight from 3 different communities. Most of them are ZFS, of course, but we've got 2 teams from AHR, and MRL evented a team as well. So a very broad mix of drivers.
All right, let's get. Yeah, go on, mate. You got the pro teams are on screen, mate.
Yeah, wicked. Might as well get that out of the way. Waffling, massive side tangent already, and we're not even got Charles on track. So for stint 1, we're going to have AHR Hills for AHR 1. AHR 2 would have had Pezza in the car, but I believe it's Slider Rules who's taking over for him. So it's both AHR teams in the pro class. BCR only Ford Mustang on track. Very interesting car choice they've taken there, but it should be able to work. We'll have Timmy Boy on track for them. And our ZFS Pro team's got the one and only Sean McCormack driving that AMG to round off the pro class. Should we get the Pro-Am class up?
They're up, mate.
They're up, wicked, already ahead. So we've got KWC in the Lamborghini Huracan, got JJ Hawley driving for them. Then we got the MRL car, Audi R8, being driven by Splinter this stint. And we got the 404 Radion's Rejects, not biased, but it is the car I'll be driving later. We got Snod in the Porsche for that one. Then the 552, one of the So Salty teams. We got Dan, one of the many masterminds behind this whole event, in the car. Then rounding off the Pro-Am Championship is the 999, the Grand Prix. Vroom couldn't use 404 because we stole it without realising. Sorry, mate. And it is Vroom who's going to be on track tonight. Well, I say tonight. Today. It's morning. I'm so used to having events at night. It feels a bit weird doing comms at this hour.
Bloody does.
Yeah. Are you alright to
amateur
turn me up a bit? Apparently they can't really hear me very well.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. Bringing up the amateur category.
Bring up the amateur category. We've got our ZFS Academy team and one of our commentators as well, Salad Cream, driving that car tonight. I mean, again tonight, bloody hell. We've got so much long day ahead, and I'm already like stumbling on my words. This is not a good sign, but I mean, this is me on comms, so you kind of do expect it. So Salad Cream in the ZFS Academy car for this stint. Then Hex Racing Team, another Porsche. Got MTR Bill in there. Beavis or Flyback's another one we'll see on comms later today. In the 301 Phoenix Racing car. And then to round off the grid is the second So Salty team. It's going to be Dylan Lazy Dutchman, who's in the car there. Right, I'll see if there's anything I can do on my end. I'll just try and bump my mic sensitivity up a bit.
That's alright, there's some technical issues with the mixer. That's what I think it is. You should be heard well enough now. Maybe a bit too much.
Possibly. Well, is there ever really too much Corentus?
I would go with yes.
Sounds better than nice.
One moment
Can't fault.
while I manage your mic. Just give you all a quick look at the settings for today's proceedings. Alright, so I think I might have made you a little too loud, so we'll take you down just a touch. And that should be okay.
That's how you do it. There's not a single setting in the game which has not been listed there. Dan's done a wicked job on that.
Yeah, so this has been set up by the ZFS racing community, mainly Dan, heavily helped by KW as well, but a hell of a lot of effort has gone into making this a really good community event for everyone. Of course, it is a ZFS racing event. We've got 3 teams that are joining us, and that is 2 teams from AHR and 1 team from MRL. We are about 3 minutes from the start.
You should have put, on the team's logos thing, you should have tried to sneak a BFS logo in there.
There could be BFS Easter eggs along the way.
Oh, please. I know what you like for preparing memes, putting more effort into that than the actual comms.
Yeah, that's the fun part usually. Bloody hell, that chat is filling up lovely. Danny Boy's so in the chat, even though he's meant to be in comms with us and clearly not seen the invite. But we'll let him work that out. Lemons, welcome in, mate. Stevie, Hammy, lot of look at it. It's an AHR bloody takeover.
Yeah, we're getting raided by AHR. What is this, my CTC streams?
Got Brewstead, ZFS Lovey, Captain Mills, Billy Goslin, Bramboy's in here, Minnie's in here. Milk's shaking his booty in the chat. He's about. Lovely. Thank you all for joining us. It's a bit early, isn't it, boys? But we're nearly there. 2 minutes till kick-off. I forgot Danny got called into work.
Oh yeah, he did.
So my apologies, Dan. It's me.
Morning, Pezza. Go to sleep, mate.
It's bad back Pez. Hope you're feeling a little bit better, mate.
Bad back Pez.
Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah, I hope you're doing all right, mate. Glad to see you still here.
Stuart Sheldon's in.
We are T-minus 1 minute to kick off. Pretty much a month of preparation, all coming down to this. I think I'm feeling about every single emotion at once for this.
Okay, room is being reset.
We're not here to take part, we're here to take over, says J-Rock. Grey Rock, actually.
I'm not surprised. That sounds like Grey, that does. Okay.
Take over both the track and the stream.
Okay, and as soon as we get to the track, we'll start the event timer.
See how well it holds on for the full 12 hours.
It should be okay. It'll run continuously. It's more as a guide to help the guys get the timings and stuff. Let's pop it to the track. So 2 compounds will need to be used every stint. There'll be a minimum of 2 stops every stint also, and we'll take you we'll take you through how the format is going to work. There is, due to the way we're streaming it and stuff like that, to keep it continuous, there is parade laps, etc. But we will get you caught up with that as soon as we can. What I didn't do was bring up the qualifying for.
I was just looking for that because be a good thing to run through the grid.
There you go.
I believe it's just it.
That.
We've both got it up at the same time. Do you want
No,
to go through it,
go for it, mate. I'm just going to concentrate on catching the race start.
Right. I need to try and figure out which way around the AHR cars are.
Hills qualified first. Pezza qualified second.
Yeah, but which AHR car is that? I think it's AHR 2, which is on pole.
No,
it's an AHR 1 too.
Yeah, AHR team 1, their pro team. They've got 2 pro teams. AHR 1 is first. AHR 2 is second.
Yeah, AHR domination. Then it's BCR in P3 and the ZFS Pro team in P4. Then the top Pro-Am car is the SSR 1 car, followed by MRL, and the second SSR car in P7, taking the lead for the AM class. Then it's Radion's Rejects, the number 404, rounding off the Pro class podium.
Podium.
I'll find my words eventually. You got to remember, it's 10 a.m. I'm a first year uni student. This is basically 5 o'clock in the morning for me.
It is.
Yeah, then we've got Phoenix Racing in P9. Trev, I believe, is for the Grand Prix in P10. Then it's KWC in P11, ZFS Academy in P12, and Hex Racing Team rounding out the grid.
Lovely, thank you for that.
So no parade lap or anything for this. It's straight up, green flag, lights out.
Yeah.
For 12 straight hours.
Race will start at the green flag.
Green flag.
Yeah, all the other drivers will be in individual party chats with their individual teams. Most of them will have race engineers, etc.
Yeah. I know my team chat's open at the moment. And it looks like all this preparation has come down to this. Start the timer, 12 hours is about to begin. We're going racing for the first time for all day at ZFS.
Sod it. Event timer's started. Let's go.
It's officially kicked off. The rolling start is about to start. To AHR cars leading the way, followed by BCR and our pro team. It's lights out and away we go. The ZFS 12 hours event has officially begun.
Alright, 12 hours of driving, 13 teams,
3 communities, 3 classes, 6 stints, anything can happen.
Alright, let's get involved. It looks like we've got a nice tight start.
Yeah, 2 AHR cars getting well close to each other. Slide rules wanting to have a go at leading. Ooh, Techno Tim's there in the Ford Mustang as well, giving up the BCR
Little
boys.
gap forming in the mid-pack. We'll go back and have a look and see if there was any incidents to note.
Yeah.
But you will see a lot of passing. Should be a lot of blue flags with different classes of driver and stuff.
Yeah, looks like KWC making moves. For JJ already up to P9 in the Lamborghini, making moves in the Pro-Am class. It's still Dan SSR1 which leads the Pro-Am class. Look up front, look at this. We barrel through the second sector, sweeping left-right corners, try and hook it up Splinter right on the rear end of Amsterdam, looking for that Pro-Am class P1 provisionally.
Mr. Bad, thanks for jumping in, my friend.
Not making
Legend.
moves up
Hello,
into
mate.
P7.
J-Mac, welcome in, mate. Thank you all for joining us. We put on a nice stream for you. Let's go through what tyres each car started on. So, Hills for AHR's on the medium, be soft for sliders for AHR, BCR will be medium.
Yeah, looks like everyone's on mediums bar AHR or slide rules and Beavis for Phoenix.
There we go, there he is there.
Who's looking on a move on Lazy Dutchman into turn 1. Is he going to make it stick? He's got to be later on the brakes. Side by side, the two AM cars through turn 1, both getting a really good exit. One of them's going to have to back out. We're not going to go side by side through Urus, especially on lap 2 of the 12-hour race, but none of them seem to be backing out.
Ooh. Dylan was the braver of the two.
Made that through.
Well done for making that stick, Dylan, mate. Good job.
Yeah. He was having to back out of that one, little bit of a gap. Forming to Broom and Salad Cream.
Is he catching up, Salad Cream? Salad Cream's also on the softs.
Oh yeah, he is. Good spot. So ZFS Academy, Phoenix and AHR. I should probably get up quick because we're going to be getting confused between the AHR cars quite a bit.
They should have two different numbers on them. Let's have a quick look. And
yeah, 112 and 107. So I'll just grab the spotters guide up real quick.
Two AHR cars putting in a bit of a lead.
Yeah, it's AHR 1 in the lead, followed by AHR 2. Yeah, well, welcome to ZFS, mate. We name ourselves after condiments here. Looking closest drivers on the track at the moment is probably Beavis, who's right on the rear end of Snod now. So Snod making a bit of a mistake, dropping back down to P8, or no, that was JJ just storming through the grid, already up to P7 from P11. Biggest mover so far, definitely the KW Customs car in that Lamborghini Huracan. Got Beavis just having a bit of a look.
And is it Splinter for MRL in that pro category, holding on to the back of the pro in the Pro-Am category.
Pro-Am,
hanging on to the back of the pros.
Right
lovely.
on the back end of right on the back end of
Rayo 77, welcome in, my friend.
Yeah.
Reed, well done.
Yeah.
It was Reed who's just joined the chat there that qualified third for BCR.
Yeah, when I saw the Ford Mustang on the car list, didn't think we'd be seeing one on track, especially not one in P3. BCR doing a fantastic job in that Ford Mustang.
MRO Splinter looking to make a move on Amsterdam here.
Yeah, proper having a look. He's got the inside late on the brakes, and that's got the Medway Racing League car into P1 in class.
It's a good move.
So Pro-Am podium now, MRL, SSR1, followed by KWC. Then it's Radion's Rejects and Dylan's the AM.
That's Van der Velden.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we always love the nice comments. It's what we do it for. ZFS Academy car, Salad Cream picking up a half-second penalty. I believe that was through Rouge. Just taking a bit too much of the curve.
So Sliders is following his teammate, even though he's on the slower, faster compound on the soft tyre, and they've managed to put a 2.2 second gap out already.
Yeah, absolutely flying are the AHR boys tonight. Again, I'm saying tonight is first thing in the bloody morning for me.
So don't start giving it all that. Long way to go yet.
Long way to go, definitely. Yeah, Beavis making some moves. I
And
believe the Phoenix are currently leading the AM Championship. As KDC, JJ already up to P6, that's P2 in class. Splinter right on the back of the two pro
Dan
cars.
seems to be
Nice.
giving it a bit of Michael Jackson and doing some moonwalking. He's dropping down the list there.
Potential sandbags
But
there.
this is a 2-hour stint, let's not forget. Nothing is going to be decided in the first 4 laps of 49.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else going out on track? What's going on towards the back there? I can see 2 cars further down. Who was that?
Towards the back, that's Vroom, who's on the back of Salad Cream. Salad Cream just serving a hard-second penalty. It's brought Vroom closer to him, but Vroom's picked up a penalty himself, so I'm sure he will drop back.
Oh, bloody hell.
In a bit.
Sat there giving it Bas van der Velden. It's just Bastian. Welcome in, my friend.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yellow flag, big incident between Sean McCormack and Splinter.
Oh,
Try and get a replay
I'm
of that.
going to go right now.
Yeah.
Don't know if I caught it or not,
definitely.
but let's have a look. Oh, we
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, that looks like you could see Splinter.
Oh,
waiting
he's
up
hit
for
the
that.
curb
I
and then
think
it's
that was-
Sean, and he's waited straight away. Oh, that's
Ooh.
unfortunate. In my opinion, I would class that more as a racing incident. The MRL driver instantly pulled over. There wasn't even a second thought of whether he should carry on driving or not. So, fair play to him. Sean, one of the pro category ZFS Team ZFS drivers, finds himself in 10th place now. But again, it's a 2-hour race. A lot of time to recover that time.
For a 12-hour race, you got to think like drop down to 10th, but he's only 16 seconds off the leader for now. We know Sean will definitely be able to get that car back up. He's very good at overtaking Sean. He knows exactly where to put the car. He's good at pressuring as well. He can get in drivers' heads. You should see that ZFS car climb back up the grid for the number 1. But that has promoted, it's changed the grid order quite a bit.
You've got
MRL, which were leading the Pro-Am class, have dropped all the way down to 12th. So Sean McCormack dropping to the bottom of his class as well out of that. So definitely Beavis and JJ absolutely flying.
Can you, while you're spotting there, crew, KW has just posed a very good question. Did either of them incur damage?
Nobody picked up damage. Both cars undamaged.
Beautiful. That's good. The heavy damage is on.
Tank wants to join Combox early. Cool if I get him in.
What's that, mate?
Tank, because Danny can't make it. Tank wants to join the Combox a bit early. Is that all right?
Wait.
Yeah, let me get him in.
Yeah, if you could do that, mate.
Yeah.
So we was meant to be joined by Tank Walker from 11, but he has kindly turned up a little bit earlier. So he shall be joining us in the Combox very shortly.
Send him an invite.
JJ's picked up half a second penalty with the mistakes that happened across the field a minute ago. Amsterdam has got himself from 7th place to 5th. And with that half a second penalty, it looks like he should be able to at least make a good challenge on JJ for 4th. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, there's JJ serving that penalty, and Dan's getting closer and closer and closer. JJ covers the inside off for Blanchemont, but with the speed that Dan's got, he's going to flick it round the outside and get up into P4. Is Beavis going to be able to do anything about that KDC car on the better compound? JJ defends it beautifully, covers the inside off for both apexes, and Beavis is going to have to fight that one another
JJ
day.
having to hold up flybacks there, meaning Dan could build up almost a second gap. So well done, Dan. And welcome into the comms box, Tank Walker. How are you, mate? Oh God, we've got a whisperer.
Yeah, you're well quiet, mate. Can you just double check that you share your voices on as well?
Try and turn yourself up a bit from your end. If not, I will get you a bit louder.
Yep. Fastest lap currently of stint is a 2:18.7 from Hills on mediums. That's kind of brought me down a bit because that's faster than I'm doing on softs. I mean, that miles better, mate.
How are you, mate? All right.
Wow.
Yeah, good. Dylan making me nervous going around the outside.
Oh yeah, up at Rouge, yeah.
Yeah, let me just share my screen real quick, Tank, because there's not enough spot for you.
My usual partner in the comms box, KJN, joining the chat. He'll be joining me for Stint 4. Good morning, sir.
Proper love it when you and Kev do comms together. I'm just double checking that's salad cream for ZFS Academy, so must have picked up damage, known he's going to take them.
He was on softs.
He was on softs and he's gone to the mediums, maybe feeling that he's made the wrong strategical call there.
So we in these, there will be, there is rain scheduled. There are also stints with random weather slots. So you are going to see a really good mix of tyre usage, but as we go along we should get a feel for how long things are going to last. So at the moment, if that was anything to go by, 5 laps for a set of softs, which I'm not sure is correct.
Yeah, on 2 times I don't think 5 laps sounds about right.
Yeah, they might be thinking of running the softs right at once or just getting them out of the way.
Yeah, 4-way battle for P3 sort of brewing here. If you want to keep your eyes on that, definitely closest action on track. AHR Hills pulled a 1.6 second lead to his teammate. He's got a half-second penalty to serve though, and Slide Rules is 5 seconds ahead.
Looks like Amsterdam in 4th place is gearing up to make that move for 3rd.
It's worth paying attention in this race on how people are using their fuel. It looks to me like Tim there had a lot more fuel than the 200 Ferraris, so that's going to come into play later in this. He might have a gap now, but he's going to make all of that up in the pits, I think. Right.
We're going to have to adjust Tank's mic quickly. Sorry, chat.
Yeah. I mean, he is being broadcast, which is better than at least you've not got him on mute. Better than the charity stream.
Better go, Tank.
Testing.
It's got to be better. It should be. If not, it'll be at your end.
Yeah, I mean, I
sounds alright on my end.
There's nothing else that I can do. I had an echo for a short while, but that's gone now. It is, so.
Salad Cream had an off. That's why he pitted.
There you go. It's unfortunate for them. Long race though.
Yeah, very long race ahead.
Alright. Oh, look at this. Dan
and Tim is good.
Stuck with this one for a bit while we're sorting that out, and it looks like if these two start battling, it's just going to bring JJ into the mix, which it is.
Yeah, JJ looking to try and squeeze past Dan as he's trying
look at that. That's exactly what we love, though.
Tim defends that perfectly.
That's exactly what we like. Just fast, close, clean driving.
What we're about, and it's the perfect showcase for anyone that's stumbling upon there. Oh, JJ just Bit of a look into turn one, taps down, that's to back that out, and that's allowed Beavis to get a good run on the Lamborghini. That is JJ over here, and JJ's going to back out of that one. Not got the balls that Dylan had. And that is the Phoenix Racing car on them softs up to P5. Flybats is absolutely flying. We've got 4 cars here. All 3 of the classes. JJ's not happy with Beavis being past him. He wants to get past as soon as possible. When he's going to have a look down the inside,
a little bit of a touch there.
Beavis is going to try and carry it around the outside. Turns to the inside. Oh, JJ catches the breath. Wow. Back out of that one. Oh, picks him a half-second penalty in the process. That's not in the background there, getting a nice.
Let's have a quick check-in with the leaders.
Sean McCormack making his.
As you were.
Yeah.
1.1 second gap between teammates. Hills for AHR1 and Slider, who is AHR2 in the pro category.
Yeah. Still got Dan right on the rear end of Tim, though. Definitely keep your eyes on this.
What's Tim's fuel?
Tim has got just over half a tank. That's something we'll have a look at everyone in a minute.
Looks like he's got quad.
Yeah. Oh, is he going to have a look? He's going to have a look up the inside of Blanchimont, and that's a wonderful move from Amsterdam into P3. Textbook there, mate.
Look at Beavis right on the back of the both of them, on the better tyre too.
Beavis is going to have to hit a lot sooner though, as them tyres are
Looks
starting
like
to
we've
show a
got
bit of wear
some
on
close
them
racing at the back. Sean is making his way back through, was 10th after the incident, now 9th and attacking Lazy Dutchman. He's getting on board with Sean on that one.
Beautiful run through turn one there for Sean. Textbook stuff there, all side by side, coming up to Rouge again. Who's going to back out of this one?
Sean ain't playing them games today. He's had one incident.
Yeah, lives to fight. Yeah, lives to fight this one another day. But he's got a perfect turn. We know that the AMG is slightly better in a straight line than the Porsche, and he's gonna have a look up the inside at the end of the Kevin Straight late on the brakes, and that's Sean McCormack up to P8.
Dylan
for the number 1 ZFS.
You might see MRL Splinter there. There he is. He's coming into picture on the recovery run himself after the incident with Sean. It clearly was not intentional, and he very clearly waited as well, so good sportsmanship.
Yeah, it was instant as well.
Morning,
that way.
Jay, mate. Tim let Dan have it. Team orders. Has there been a change yet? There has been a change, and Amsterdam has managed to get from 7th to 3rd place, so on a great recovery run. Half a tank of fuel for Dan. Let's have a. I'll go through everyone for you.
We got Beavis right on.
What we got?
Beavis right on the rear end of BCR.
Did BCR lose another place there then? Flybats is on it today, isn't he?
He is absolutely.
Oh, and he looks like he's going to get the place there.
You wouldn't.
He does.
You wouldn't think that we're looking at
wide for Tim.
Here.
That could be a penalty.
Overall.
Might just about be all right though. And JJ is back in the mix. 6th place on the back of 5th place BCR now after being 3rd for so long.
That Mustang gets an absolutely perfect run through the bus stop chicane. But the better exit of the 992.
What's that, mate?
Tim switcheroo this. Get Beavis back.
Gonna have a think about it. He's got a good slipstream down the kennel here. Just under 2/10 that gap now between the Mustang and the Porsche, keeping it as close.
Mustang is so quick in the straight line.
Keep that slipstream. Yeah.
I'm confident Tim will get this done here. Bats is going to... Oh,
Yes.
Flybats is going to keep that defensive line, though.
I
No,
think that it's not stopping Tim round the
great
outside.
brave on the brakes there.
He's made it stick back up into P4 for BCR, but look at Beavis. Look at how strong he is through the corners.
Brilliant so far.
Putting
All right,
them softs
going to
to
quickly
maximum
take
work.
you through people's tyre wear and fuel usage.
I'll keep my eyes
So,
on this battle, mate.
little bit more fuel being used by sliders there on the softs, but he's just powering through them and getting them gone. Just under half a tank for Dan, so Hills is the best on fuel at the moment, like Tim is.
Yeah. Well, we know that Ferrari 458 is very good on the
Bats
fuel
is
anyway.
really making them soft tyres last well, but again, chewing through the fuel on the soft tyre. Look at JJ's tyre wear. Is the half
Barely
a
anything there.
tank of fuel for him as well. So the average at the moment on the medium tyre is about half a tank of fuel. Vroom maybe fuel saving a little more than everyone else there. And Salad Cream of course pitted for damage. Alright.
This battle for P4, it's still 3 cars bumper to bumper to bumper, and they have been the entire lap. Don't think I've seen them separated by more than half a tenth, these 3 cars. Beavis goes defensive again into turn 1, which turns into the attack.
Go on,
Oh my
JJ.
word, we've got
JJ's getting 2
Phoenix
positions
racing
there.
into P4 momentarily, but JJ on the exit isn't going to be able to get that back side by side.
Well, they go in the single file up by Rouge. Beautiful driving, chaps.
That's 3 cars from 3
Can that-
classes there as well.
Can that
Yeah,
fast
Mega Drive
Mustang
at the
take
moment.
2 places on the straight?
I don't think he's far back enough, especially with the slipstream, and JJ wanting to have a look up the inside. Beavis leaves it open. JJ takes the opportunity with that tyre wear that he's got, and that's KUC.
Oh, Techno Tim got loose for BCR there. Lost nearly a second there.
Oh, did well to recover that Ford Mustang.
Hey, Yorkie. Good morning, mate.
Yorkie, I did see Yorkie join and then said that the AHR cars were in the 458 instead of 296. Hopefully someone caught that at least.
Alright, let's take this very brief lull and let's give you a look at the liveries.
Yeah.
People generally put in a fair bit of effort into
Well,
them. Start with AHR.
we would say take a look at the liveries if we didn't have Sean McCormack right on the
You
tail.
keep an eye on that for me,
P7.
mate.
Yeah.
If anyone in the chat knows who is responsible for making the liveries, please give that person a shout. I can tell you now.
The side by side going into the run towards Blanchimont. Back
We'll
to
come back to
P7,
that.
mate.
Yeah, Snog's
Sure.
not letting this
Alright.
one go, is he?
Yeah, Sean's gonna have a look into the bus stop, late on the brakes, dives down the inside, and that's the number 1 into a
Lovely
very
move.
comfortable P7. Not fighting that too much. Second pit stop
So
technically.
yes, off of them softs. So 12 laps he got out of the softs. Right, so liveries very quickly.
Gonna do at least 13.
So Salty, this have been made by Lazy Dutchman Dylan.
Dylan?
We've got KW Customs. Phoenix Racing.
Yeah, I think KWC was probably done by Kieran.
BCR.
That Phoenix Racing
It
car
does.
looks great, doesn't it?
All
Yeah,
the
it
liveries
does.
are fantastic. This is the Team ZFS.
BCR calling back to
by,
the old
Matt
bro.
Turnstall. There's Captain Mills, the Phoenix Racing car.
Bradley's rejects.
Yeah,
Looks like a snod livery as well, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
MRL, managed after the incident earlier, back up to 8th place now. Dylan, that would have been
Almost
one of his own
right on the
liveries
tail
as
as
well. The Grand Prix. Is that your one, is it? Oh, it was, wasn't it? Sorry, Tank.
Yeah.
Sitting right there. Disrespect.
Imagine, Tank, do not have it. The
Vex.
disrespect.
Exactly. Yeah, I put him in his place straight away.
And
I
last
like this
but not
car as
least,
well,
the
man.
ZFS
Livery.
Academy livery. I think Salad Cream might have even been responsible for that himself. But there we go. Back to business.
And there's not even any Heinz sponsorship on it.
Yeah, right, let's have a look at P7, I think. I'm not just saying that because that's the car I'm going to be in. There is a
What have we
battle on
got? What have we
track.
got?
We've got Splinter looking at the back of Snod trying to get back into the Pro-Am podium.
Stiggy!
I think that will be, yeah. Yeah, there he is looking
Makes the
into
move
the
stick.
full stop.
Looks like Snod's going to fight back, try and fight back a bit though.
Yeah, he's not giving that one up too easily. Is Snod, is he going to try and have a look into turn 1? Going to keep it back for now.
In a moment or two, I will disappear now and then, just because my breakfast has landed.
I was just going to say I've got breakfast on my mind.
What the chat really wants to know
I'm
Ship, is
having
what you
a
have.
homemade Mackie D's.
Oh, you
Yeah,
homemade
fresh English
Mackie D's.
muffin. Nice pork patty with a crispy ash brown in it, and another ash brown on the side with a cup of tea.
That sounds good.
I've got a brick of instant noodles that I cook up.
Breakfast student style.
If I can be bothered, might just scram the broth block on its own. Who needs the heat anyway?
Clockwork, welcome in, mate.
That's too much
Cliffy,
effort for
welcome
me.
in, brother. Alright, so AHR Hills has built a 10.2 second lead over Amsterdam, who's currently in second at the moment. Third for KW Customs is JJ.
Right behind him.
Fourth for Phoenix Racing will be Flybats. BCR in fifth.
He's his
Yeah, Beavis is softer fucking memory at this point. Be surprised if I don't see him coming.
he's still putting in the mid 19 times, which is about in line with what he's been doing.
Yeah, 19.6 for the last lap on them tyres. Absolutely.
You want rain,
phenomenal
Lemon?
going for,
Your wish will be
Beavis.
our command in later stints. So
Yeah, it's possible that we see some later in this stint as well. Don't
I haven't
forget,
looked at the
it's,
weather for this stint. Have we got the random slot in there? We have, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have three potential rain slots in the last maybe 15 laps of the race. You're going to have 2 randoms and an RO6. So something to stay tuned for that.
Did just about call that end of that lap. Beavis just coming into the
Leroy,
pits now.
welcome in, mate. Deno, welcome in.
Yep.
Monkey!
Get-
What's happening, mate?
You know, Moncat may not be controlling the cameras that you can see, but I am controlling my cameras with that wonderful keyboard you got me, mate. Been working wonders.
What's that? Favours for
Tyres
keyboards,
is
yeah?
just going to come out on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, from got some BFS.
Just keeping an eye on for the
beta
battle
with him.
for second could be hotting up in a moment. JJ just a second behind Amsterdam in third place. Anything closer on the track?
Beavis? What tyres has Beavis come out on?
Yeah, I'll believe should be mediums. Yeah, he's on
There you go,
mediums.
mediums and a
So
full
yeah,
tank.
definitely JJ on Dan. Closest battle on the track.
As it stands at the moment, Dan is matching Hills' pace. Maybe a couple of tenths quicker at the moment.
19.4, 19.5 last lap.
Yeah,
Hills has got quite a
he's
bit
got
more
a little
fuel
bit
there,
more fuel, but Dan's got a slightly better tyre wear. Don't know which one of those are more important.
Yeah,
everyone's got their own.
I'd say the difference on the fuel is more than the difference on tyres, but it is, one's got better tyres.
Shaw back up to 5th, MRL back up to 6th. It's not doing well, plodding along in 7th there.
As I say, for Splinter, last lap 19.2, blistering pace on them mediums for the MRL car, making amends. After that,
who's on control of the pace? Hills. I thought he was on steering wheel.
Yeah, I think Hills is on pad.
Alright, I'm gonna have a little nibble of this. You just direct what you're commentating on, and I'll do the cameras, boys.
Wicked, yeah. I'd say just keep it on Dan and JJ because he's within a second now. JJ's battle for P2 on track, P1 in the Pro-Am class, SSR1 versus KDUC. As JJ just JJ goes into space momentarily. Lower orbit for KDUC, somehow managing to land the car. 10 out of 10 car controls. You know, the ultimate real driving simulator where if you hit the plastic bollard it will launch the 1.5 ton Group 3 car into outer space. But I mean, that's one way to tyre save. You can't really burn tyres if they're not touching the track. Elite strategies there from the KW Customs strategy department. Right on the tail of Dan now, 3/10 that gap. So I believe we'll be seeing most people on the mediums doing around 18 to 22 laps, I'd say, depending on the car and what strategy they're on. 49 laps of racing action, because of course we've got the handover to look at, where you can all join Rob Barker and Kieran. We'll be taking the next stint.
JJ touching down there, having a little tickle of the old bum.
Yeah. Cue the sound effects.
On board with JJ.
That little switching sticks incident has separated these cars a bit. JJ getting a much better run through to 1 than Dan, taking a bit of that time off, picking up a nice toe through the chemistry. Keep that gap comes down, definitely not close enough to be thinking about a move at the end of the chemo. How's weather radar looking? We've got no clue, mate, we can't see it out front. But judging by the shape of the clouds,
JJ's purple.
How they are very much. JJ is purple, yeah. Don't think there's any rain anytime soon. JJ right on the rear end of Amsterdam. Trying anything we can do to get that car into P1 for the Pro-Am class. Through to 1 now, 2/10 that gap stays at. Dan just gets a slightly better exit momentarily, but JJ cuts it more, brings that gap back down. Through the end of sector 2, and look, JJ gets a much better line.
That was a
and
bit
Dan
wide there.
finding the pace on him.
Dan makes a better effort at that corner there.
They're so close. Much better effort, yeah, gap comes up.
See, this corner here is key to keeping it flat.
Yeah, he's going to get as much of a run as he can through the Millville Straight and Blanchimont. We head towards the full stop chicane. 4 tenths now that gap.
So we are coming to the business end of this stint where we'll be coming to our first round of pits.
Yeah,
Oh, Dan got loose, but then JJ got loose. They're just cancelling each other out at the moment.
yeah. Well, this is the real driving simulator, Kitty, so it adds to the realism. The shift sounds being like 5 seconds later. So we've got Sean McCormack's just got past Tim, don't know if you caught that, up to P4. Got 9.9, well basically 10 seconds to this battle for P2 here, battle for P1 in the Pro-Am class. MRL Splinters pulled 8 seconds to Snod, who's got Lazy Dutchman right on his rear end. JJ Hawley tries to flick it round the outside of Dan and he makes it stick.
Is that any better, chat? Oh, well done, JJ.
Yeah, just about caught that on the stream there. Phenomenal move for JJ. Moves KWC up to P1 in the Pro-Am class. Phenomenal drive so far from JJ, pulling that car from P11 all the way up to P2 at the moment.
Is the sound better, chat? I think I had the wrong channel on.
Sounds like you, mate.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, you can never run directly from the Elgato. You have to duplicate the source and then use the originals. Bloody does my head in.
You see, this is why I just press stream on my PlayStation and go with that. High cortisol versus low cortisol. Can you pan the cameras to P7, mate? Because Lazy Dutchman keeps on getting right close to Snob. Sensing some potential action. And that's definitely not because I can't manually give my car more screen time, so I've got to rely on you. There we go, wonderful look at the 404 Radion's rejects. As Splinter comes into the pits, that's 17 laps done on mediums. And it seems that's more of a fuel reason he's coming in at the R8. Splinter, after knowing that he's got to climb back up through the pack, pushing a little bit harder than he would have wanted to, burning a bit more fuel. Maybe that strategy
Really is wrong,
we
mate.
may know.
Yes, Stiggy, you certainly can, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, Gats, do you want to call them out? Starting P1.
So P1 is Hills 93 for the AHR 112 car. 11.8 seconds behind is JJ Hawley for KWC. That's P1 in Pro-Am. 7 tenths to Amsterdam, who's P2 in Pro-Am. Sean McCormack's back up to P4 after the incident with MRL at the start of the race. 8.5 seconds back. Then it's 2.3 seconds to Techno Tim, rounding out the Pro Class podium. 10 seconds to Snod, who's rounding out the Pro-Am podium for Radion's rejects. Then it's 4 tenths to the second So Salty car, leading the Am Championship at the moment. Then it's 17 seconds to the Grand Prix. 1.7 seconds to Hex. And 4.2 seconds behind is guys which have pitted so far. That's the second AHR car, GT Slide Rules 107 for the Pro Class. Beavis in the 992 for Phoenix Racing in the AM Class, 11 seconds behind Slide Rules. It's 5.5 seconds to Splinter and 30 seconds to Salad Cream for ZFS Academy. More drivers coming into the pits. Second and third, yeah, that's KWC and SSR1. Sean McCormack and Tenno Tim stay out.
JJ had almost 10% more fuel there than Dan, so you look to see a big gap when they come out of the pits.
Dylan comes into the pits for the other So Salty car. See what Vroom decides to do for the Grand Prix. He stays out, as well as Bill for Hex.
I didn't have that Lambo down as being any good on fuel compared to the 992.
Proper wild horse that KWC have spotted for the Huracan. I know
they've been shipping into 630 and they have had a lot of slipstream in that first stint, don't forget.
Yeah, Kieran's always been very wants to be in a different car than everyone else. He seems to have picked a really good one here. So, where's Beavis going to come out in all of this? Saw him proper high up. In P10. At the moment, we'll see what that gap is. Oh, he comes out right behind Amsterdam. Actually pulls ahead. So that's Phoenix Racing pulling the undercut off and dropping the first SSR car driven by Amsterdam. So that's going to be wonderful news when everyone else finishes their pit stop to see whereabouts Beavis is in the mix of it.
Can you remember what lap he actually pit on, Beavis? When you got
it was
those softs?
lap 12, mate.
Oh,
no,
our leader is coming in.
Yeah, 13, not 12 actually. Yeah, so yeah, Hills comes into the pits. Sean McCormack goes for another lap, so that will promote the ZFS Pro Car, the number 1, to P1 momentarily.
Oh,
Tim in as well.
Yeah, Techno in from P3, our leader in from P1 Hills. Sean Cormack takes the lead for the moment. Captain Mills, if you are doing some race engineering, that would mean you'd have insight to the weather radar. If you could so kindly post any updates, that would be appreciated.
Yeah. Or you can be a bum egg and keep it all to yourself. Either one works.
The second one don't work in a community.
Snod staying out for an extra lap also as well. Picking up
penalty,
a hostile penalty during Rouge though.
Snod with a half a second penalty finds himself in second temporarily. 21 seconds behind him is MCR Bill for Hex. AHR Hills in fourth currently as he comes out. And there comes his teammate Sliders, who pitted from second off of the softs.
Yeah, it's only like 2 seconds behind once that stabilises. So the AHR boys very close on pace. So it seems like Dan taking a bit more fuel than JJ during that stop. That's pushed him a couple of seconds ahead. Dan still trying to chase down Beavis for what is P7 on track at the moment. So we should
don't forget as well that you've got to run two different compounds here. So anyone who's done mediums, they've got probably the softs in their bank still, whereas Beavis has run the softs already, so that's going to come into play later on.
Yeah, the problem
and
is
even more if we get some rain.
there isn't a great time difference between the two compounds.
Yeah.
You really need to utilise the soft early and in clean air from what I've seen.
Yeah. Or you can do what Beavis does, go on the start and just power through the grid. Speaking of which, Captain Mills, he's in total about, I'd say like 9.5, 10 seconds after slide rules. As the leaders come into the pits, that's Sean McCormack and Snod77 pitting on lap 20.
That should be all 13 cars pitting.
Yeah, Bill comes into the pits as well as Hills pretty much exactly a pit stop ahead. Round into the scene. 4.8 between JJ and Slide Rules, who now, after everyone pit, will promote KW Customs back into Pro-Am class lead.
That's a good question, that monkey. Best person placed for that's probably you, Tank. Can you explain how the restart for the next session works, the gaps, etc.?
Yes, I can do my best. As simple as I can make it. This race effectively ends one lap before the end. When that driver comes into the pits, that driver comes to the pits and will wait until the car becomes stationary and the timer starts for stop time, at which point each team is going to be in a chat on PS Network with their teammate. Their teammate will have started their lobby, will be sat in the pits after doing one parade lap, one out lap, and once their first stint or earlier stint driver comes into the pits and says, my time has started, then that next driver can change tyres, fill the tank, and head out on track. So the gaps will be maintained between lobbies, plus any efficiencies that people can build into their process of sharing. And it should be pretty consistent.
And am I right that the drivers are asked to return to the pits on the compound they left them?
Yeah, exactly. So you start the race on, you go out, you do your parade lap on mediums. You can change tyres, but you cannot change tyre compound.
Yeah, well, you want to change tyres anyway, because in the replay that gives us a clear indicator of when you actually press the go-go button.
Sliders do really well. And after these random pit stops, the gaps are closing. So Hills went in with around about a 10-second lead from the first pit. Slider pitted much earlier off of the softs and is 4 seconds behind. And so JJ's took 4 seconds out of the leader there.
Yeah, well, if you look at JJ's fuel, he only fueled to around 90% during the pit stop. And with it being 4 litres per second, he would have gained like 2.5, 3 seconds.
Alright, looking further down the home straight.
Cars there.
Yep. There we go. So it's between MRL Splinter, who's done really well to recover. Finds himself in 6th, is chasing 6th place Dan, and that battle resumes between Dan and Flybats for 4th.
Flybats just seems to constantly be getting action this stint. Every single time we seem to go to him, he's been put in an absolute stormer of a stint for the Phoenix Racing team, and they're in a pretty comfortable lead in their class for AM class.
Lemon, what is that bloody image? Is it sloth?
Yeah, Phoenix currently around in the lead of their stint by around 20 seconds. The next AM class driver on the track is Dylan in 9th for the second 12:30 car. There's a lovely livery on it. Wonder who did that one. Think it was one of Dylan's own. Not too sure.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, the guy who designed the livery is in chat with me, but fuck him.
Yeah. I really hope that is a reference to that guy saying those exact words.
Yes, it definitely is, mate. It definitely is. I kind of hope I can get on a comms with Jaden just so I can do Jaden things. Yeah, I've got a couple jokes lined up.
Yeah. Looks like Splinter's going to make a move on Dan here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he backs out ever so slightly, though. This is brilliant racing, boys.
There's 3 tenths, 3 cars. 2
Dan's got the slipstream as well.
Venus is going to try and defend them closely.
Oh, look at that on board with Dan. Oh, bit loose, but he makes it stick.
Splinter's going to try and capitalise on this as well. Side by side with Venus. Venus with the inside of the turmoil. He's going to try and go defensive. Look, his brakes too much. Looking at the chasing pack in the rear mirror here on board with Dan.
What an exit, Dan.
Very quick in a straight line.
Yeah, he's
got a great exit there. Leaves the 5th and 6th place flybacks and MRL battling as they go towards the Rouge.
I know how Splitter trying his absolute hardest. Get past Beavis is right on that end of that Porsche. Through the Kemmel Straight, picking up a nice toe, gaining. He's going to go to the inside. Beavis leaves it open. Late on the brakes, clip the apex. Beavis stays side by side. Outside turns to inside. Which turns back into the outside. Splinter stays side by side. He's going to get the position, but Beavis has got the inside for the next corner. Is he going to be able to keep getting stuck? No, he's not. Splinter keeps that P5.
This only benefits Dan, who finds himself nearly 1.5 seconds up the road from that 5th and 6th now.
Yeah, that battling between these two, wonderful overtake from Splinter, brilliant driving from both of them, but yeah, that fighting has allowed Dan to shoot off.
Looks like we're quite close towards the back there, so we've got Snod in 10th. Looks like he's trying to
just pitting
come
again,
up
by
to
the
the
way.
Dutchman.
How's that affected the gap between Dutchman and Beavis there? Because Beavis would have lost quite a bit of time defending there.
Yeah, so 31 to 15. So yeah, Beavis on Dylan, I'd probably say that lap he lost about a second, maybe 1.5 seconds, but he's still very comfortably in P1 of our class.
Yeah, it just goes to show though, in this kind of race, you really do want to focus on not losing time, even if you're defending.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to keep that discipline.
Yeah.
But
pretty much 400 laps to Spa, which we've got to get through today. So that is pure. It doesn't matter how fast you are. It matters if you can set the same lap again and again and again and again.
JJ closing that gap on sliders.
Oh yeah, he is 1.8 seconds now.
Probably a lap or two if he keeps his pace up on being on the back of him.
Mod closing up to the back of Dylan as well. Both of them on the soft compound tyre. Snod taking the mediums for an extra lap, or maybe extra couple laps. Can't remember which one it was compared to Dylan. He's got a slight tyre advantage, bit of a wiggle through the Rouge, but nothing major.
So just take this quick time just to explain to you how these streams are going to work. So it's going to be individual streams, across 6 individual streams. Each, the next stream is linked in the channel's description. So the next stream for Stint 2 will be Rob Barker. The link is in my description for this stream, and we will start putting it, the link in the chat towards the end of the race, the end of the stint.
Towards the start of this soft stint, Splinter didn't catch it, but a couple laps ago, it's the fastest lap of the race so far.
And on the back of Dan again.
The MRL car, yeah, caught right up to Dan.
And he's on the softs, is he?
Yes, Yes,
You have
Splinter is on the softs.
one of you boys give us a rundown on who's on what?
Yeah, so we've got Hills in the lead on the mediums, Slide Rules on mediums as well, but since he started on the softs, they've got significantly more wear and less fuel. We've got JJ on the mediums, Amsterdam on the mediums, Splinter on the softs, Beavis on the mediums, Sean McCormack on the mediums, Tim on the mediums.
Makes the move stick.
Yeah.
Takes fourth from Amsterdam.
Brilliant move.
With Splinter is on the faster compound. Dan will be more than happy to sit and tyre and fuel save in the slip, I'd imagine. They're not far off of the leading pack.
Going back through the tyres, Snod's got back up to P9. He's on the softs, same as Dylan in 10th. Vroom's on the softs as well. Phil's on the mediums, and Salad Cream's gone back to the softs. So I believe it's only Salad Cream which has done the 2 stops so far. Everyone else just having a 1.
Okay, so who have we got further down the order? So Snod has managed to make that move on Dylan. He finds himself in 9th place now, Dylan in 10th. Right, so let's try and work out the positions of each category, shall we? As we just gone past the halfway mark of this stint.
Yeah, so the podiums for each category, we've got Pro Class, still in AHR 1-2, so it's the 112 leading with AHR Hills, and Slide Rules in the 107 following, about 6 seconds behind. And the Pro Class podium is rounded out by Sean McCormack in P7 overall after that lap 1 incident with MRL. And then P4 rounding out the Pro Class is BCR in P8, around 6.7 seconds off of Sean McCormack. Pro-Am class, we've got KWC leading the way, 5.1 seconds to Splinter for MRL, and 1.7 to Amsterdam in the first SSR car, rounding out the Pro-Am podium. Then next Pro-Am car is Snod, who is around 17 seconds, I'd say, off Dan for Radion's Reject, 404. And then it's 24 seconds to the Grand Prix to round out the Pro-Am class. Then Am class is pretty dominant lead so far for Phoenix Racing. Beavis putting in an absolute stormer of the stint in the 992. It's then next Am class car is Dylan. He's around 17 seconds off of Beavis. That's the second SSR car, rounding out the Pro-Am class podium. Not Pro-Am class, Am class podium is Phil for Hex Racing. He's around 44 seconds off of Dylan. Then it's 46 seconds to Salad Cream for the ZFS Academy car. That rounds out the
mate. We are with
one.
Slider in 2nd place, and JJ, who's took that 8 tenths and turned it into an overtake.
He's gonna have a look down the inside, 2-1, and
he gets the move done. He's really on the pace at the moment. JJ doing really good.
JJ's absolutely flying on the mediums, isn't
Hills
he?
has managed to find another 2 seconds whilst JJ climbs. It looks like we've got a battle going on further back between Dan and MRL again. Dan gets 4th place back off of MRL, but it looks like Splinter's going to be coming back for that on the softer compound, of course.
Proper. Right on the
halfway. They're halfway worn now, so they start losing their sheen now. Them softs.
Talk the words out of my mouth, mate.
There is no possibility of showing you the weather, boys. Unfortunately, if we have got any race engineers in the chat, they may be able to help us out here. As Splinter comes to try and make another move on Dan, and he gets it done.
Oh, down the inside of the bus stop, late on the brakes, and that's a textbook move for MRL, but Dan with a major exit through the bus stop. He's not gonna give this one up, but Splinter with that clear inside for turn one, he's gonna fend it off and defend that position, give him a nice P4, but we know how strong Dan is out of turn one, and he's done it again. Phenomenal exit in the Porsche for Amsterdam, coming up to Rouge and Radion 5/10. Splinter should have that secured for now.
So where do the random weather slots sit, Tank, in this race?
Yeah, so you're not going to see anything on rain until at least lap 35, more likely lap 40.
Yeah. Is that just random slots though?
There's 2 random slots on an RO6. The RO6 will come in maybe a little bit sooner than that, a little bit later than that. 35 thereabout.
RO6 is around I think it's like a 80% of rain. It's not guaranteed until RO7, which is where it's basically torrential. Whereas all the like Inters one could have it where the rain just skims the track. Whenever I'm on comms, I always get edged by the rain. Even RO8 for some reason doesn't hit the track.
Whatever floats your boat. Getting edged by the rain.
Yeah. Do you have the weather map? Not the weather radar, but the like list of the weather reports.
I've got it up here.
Yeah.
For stint 1. It's sunny for the first 4, and then the last 4 is cloudy, random, rain, random, sunny.
Just looking at Slider here, he looks like he's ready to pit this lap on next. Tyres must be going off ever so slightly as JJ pulls a near 2-second lead on second place now, on third place, sorry.
Nothing on the radar reports. Captain Mills.
Alright, Slider goes in from third place.
Yeah, good spot, mate. We should be we should be in the cloudy spots now, so not in the wet random ones yet, not in the guaranteed rain slot for quite a while. Hopefully that suffices the great Greek god of Miltiadis. Which it does seem to have, we've got a cheers, let's go, we're doing our job correctly. Doing better than Kev.
Stevie, good luck in stint 2, my friend. I hope you do well, mate, I really do.
Best of luck, mate. Stevie and Jacko for AHR next stint.
Oh, Jacko, there he is.
Jacko, we summoned him out, mate. Jacko,
oh, there's Rob. Don't think I've said hello to you today, Rob. Hello, bud. It'll be Rob Barker there. Rob G182 will be hosting stint 2. That will be over on Twitch, but don't worry, just click the link. You'll get in there just the same as anything else.
That was the Corentism coming out, Jacko. Sorry about that, mate. Crazy Welshman, crazy Taff. Finally decided to turn up. Hey up, mate. How you doing?
Taffy. I'm gonna get you in at some point today, Taffy. Ain't heard from you in a while, mate. Hope you're well.
Yeah, he's wicked on comms. Crazy Taff.
So JJ has managed, all said and done at the moment, 7 seconds ahead of third place Splinter, and that puts him about 9 seconds ahead of Dan in fourth. He's doing fantastic so far. Let's go and have a look at some of the points in the back.
AHR Sliders he's pitted again, hasn't he?
Yes.
He's now way down the order. If they do get rain on lap 35, he's lost a chunk of time. So definitely something to keep an eye out. Be interested to see, because they've made a gamble there. If they don't get any rain, then they've probably played a blinder. Whereas if rain comes, they're going to have to put the inters on, and they've lost that time.
Might be a bit screwed, Mike. So closest two cars on the track are I'd probably say PCR and Radion's Rejects. That's Tim and Snod. Snod catching Tim up on the softs to try and take that P7 off his hands, but they're approaching that halfway point where they're going to start dropping off. Snod still putting some very competitive times in. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that gap. It's around 1.3. See how it starts to come down.
God, did any of you boys catch the carnage of Nürburgring?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Joe. Bloody hell, mate. That was a crazy old quali, weren't it?
Yeah.
Did you see like the 9-car pileup?
Yeah,
I've seen some pictures of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I saw a clip of the actual crash, completed utter carnage.
The crash was crazy.
Yeah.
So sad.
Very scary. The man who lost his life, his car ended up back in the middle of the track and then got hit by other cars.
Yeah.
But it was all caused, apparently, someone's engine blew up and dumped oil.
Yeah, on the
track.
wet surface.
So it's not even like someone made a mistake. It was oil and fast.
Flamers engineers
don't go well together, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at the Nürburgring at this time next week, and it's a timely reminder for me to be very, very careful.
Oh, he was getting a bit loose there. JJ has managed to take a second out of first place that lap.
Seems like this Lamborghini's come alive on the mediums.
Right, so look, could very soon see our first blue flag. Hills on Salad Cream in 13th currently.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes 11 Salad Cream's gap to Hills. We've just gone through Rouge now. Well, gone through Radion, so yeah, it's around a 8-9 second gap, I'd say, between them.
Yeah. So just for the viewers, when it does come at some point that we will have people being lapped under blue flags, all drivers have been instructed in that situation to have a indicator mapped to at least give the guy overtaking an inkling of where they can pass.
You're supposed to indicate where you're going or where you want them to go, though?
No. The common sense, you indicate where you're going.
Yeah.
I can't stand people who indicate where they want me to go. It's just tell me where you're going.
Me too, just thought I'd clear it up. Half-second penalty for JJ Hawley, by the way. Didn't catch where it is, just thought he's got one. I'm just going to run to the toilet real quick, I'll only be 2 secs.
I really don't want proper does me in. Oh, JJ's picked up half a second penalty. Won't make much difference to third, who are 10 seconds behind. So MRL Splinter's soft compound tyres are screaming right now, and he has got Dan all over the back of him again, who will be on the mediums.
This is another situation where Splinter, if it does rain, if they get unlucky, they're going to be in a bit of trouble, eh? Is anyone else running the soft? Is anyone else going to have to pit before that kind of lap 35 time? Can you flip through and look?
See, that's the only thing I'm a bit in the dark on the strategy here. I was supposed to be racing in stint 2, but took common students instead, so I didn't have a chance to practice with it.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously am racing in stint 3. I've got a good idea of what each tyre will manage stint lengthwise, what the fuel will do. I know I'm not going to share all of my knowledge with you, but I will obviously understanding kind of where everyone's going to fall out with the chance of rain here. You don't need to know what the tyres will do. If it rains, anyone who's pitted, they're going to lose out.
Tell you what, or you could just do a shed load of comms and learn the strategy instead of having to practice. Do a bit of plagiarism.
Splinter's doing a great job of holding off Dan on them tyres at the minute.
They're going to be screaming for dear life at the moment.
Their rears are hurting.
As I like to say, they're a bit of a memory.
Yeah. He's going to have to come in for fuel anyway now, isn't he? Though he's really been caning that fuel tank.
I have got
the R8
two more 2-hour stints today, Taff. Stint 4 and stint 6. So 4 to 6 p.m. and 8 to 10 p.m. Yeah, I'll get you in on one of those once you've done your bits and pieces.
I'm just going to jump in and out. We're only on... I'd ask if I could do a bit for stint. Which one's AHR got? Stint 5?
AHR that'd be hosted by DJ Brohawk.
DJ Brohawk, yeah. I'll see if I can jump in for at least a bit there, because I know the AHR boys absolutely love me for some reason.
What's this? Sliders.
Yeah,
he's waffling again, isn't he?
It's from the great mastermind Captain Mills, who says he doesn't think he's got enough fuel to last this lap, when he's going to come into the pits with at least like half a lap's worth of fuel. So it's perfect. Race engineer Captain Mills.
Is he coming in? Yes, he is.
Mastermind. Dan stays out. His third place back.
I love you too, Pezza.
Alright, is there any battles going on while I go for a toilet break? Where do you want the camera position,
I think we should look at Dylan's car and that lovely
what's
livery.
What's going on in that middle group?
Yeah, we got Snod 1.5 seconds off Tim. Probably going to have to come into the pits
we've got
soon.
Some pits. Splinter comes in, Lazy Dutchman's coming. Techno Tim for BCR finds himself in 5th place at the minute with Snod 2 seconds behind. Anything closer?
Sounds to me like people are coming in here confident that there's no rain coming at this point in the race. I think you'd be seeing dark skies if the rain was on the way properly.
Yeah.
I'll be AFK just for one moment, boys and girls. I'm going to leave you with our leader.
Yeah, well, someone's got to love him, says Crazy Stuff. Well, I mean, I am a 19-year-old which does sim racing commentaries, and I'm an engineering student, so I think you can imagine how well I'm with women. Nah. Right, yeah. Splinter comes in, Dutchman comes in. I believe they're both going on to mediums. So yeah, we might get rage baited by a bit of rain at the end of the stint, but it does look like it's going to be dry for the majority of the stint. As you can see, it's clearing up, so we're back into the random slots.
17-18 racing laps to go still.
Mate, I go to uni in Coventry. If I could be able to get it anywhere, it would be here. Right, so yeah, keeping cameras are on leader. Might as well do a quick run down the grid. So we've got still the 112 AHR car leading the way, driven by Hills. Then it's KWC, JJ Hawley in P2, XSR1 Amsterdam in P3. ZFS Racing Pro Team in P4, driven by Sean McCormack. Then it's Techno Tim DCR in P5, Snod P6 for Radion's Rejects. Then it's the next AHR car, 107, driven by Slider Rules. Splinter comes out in P8 for MRL, 5.1 seconds off Slider Rules. and it's Beavis in P9 for Phoenix Racing, Bill in P10 for Hex Racing Team, Dutchman in P11 for second So Salty Team, then Vroom in P12 for the Grand Prix, and Salad Cream with our first blue flag.
Will we get the indicator?
Will we see the indicator? I'll keep my eyes on the incredibly scientific indicator cam.
I don't think Hills is quite there yet.
Yeah.
And you will get the dirty air does really affect in this race. So as he gets closer, even though he might not be within passing range, he's going to start losing some pace and some extra tyre wear too. So it's definitely a factor to bear in mind in these blue flags. Hopefully Sally Green's got his eyes on his mirrors.
Shit, have you muted the stream by accident? There, yeah, beautiful indicator work by the one and only Salad Cream.
Good choice to let him pass there, I think, as well. It's a good opportunity for it. Alright, Richie's just rage baiting wicked. Can I just say, this looks like the weather's starting to come in here. It's getting a bit hazy, it's getting a bit darker.
Yeah.
Hope you're well, Richie.
We'll know if there's any rain on the rain radar because the tail lights, the rain lights will start coming on these cars. So even if we can't see the map, we'll know if it's on the map.
Yeah, rain is on the radar.
Ooh, will it hit? Will we get rage baited?
About 5 laps earlier than we expected it. Well, it hasn't hit yet, so.
Yeah. It's just kind of looming in the distance.
JJ is having a fantastic race so far in that Lambo. I didn't fancy it. With its stability issues, in my personal opinion, I wasn't rating that one too much.
Doesn't the lobby radar, like I'll double check it now.
That only brings up the current time, not the future.
Yeah, it does previous 60 minutes, not the, because it's minus there. Yeah, I just double checked, it's previous 60 minutes, so that doesn't help. Good idea though, Kieran.
Kieran's saying it, there is a way. He don't talk to the same.
If you let it run from 60 minutes to current time, you'll see the direction the rain's coming from. We'll see something if we have a look at it.
See, Pez, you should have strapped a lump of wood to your back and kept yourself straight.
Oh yeah, end of the scroll is right now, so if I just get
Come all the way out, let it run. I'm watching both of your screens, so I can.
Yeah, so you can go to.
It's almost like we knew 30 minutes ago it was dry.
Sean has made a fantastic recovery after the incident with MRL Splinter around lap 2. He found himself in 10th place at one point.
We need to zoom all the way out there, mate.
Yeah. So it looks like there's a bit of a blotch coming in around
coming
10
from
miles
south.
from the
Yeah.
So if I'm correct, Pez, you're laying in bed listening to me again.
Do we reckon he's got his cock out? So yeah, he's coming pretty much straight up north, and then there's like a big.
If that rain comes, there's a big blodge, but it looks like it's going to miss the track to me. It looks like it's a little bit to the side, so they should be safe.
Yeah, you got to remember if it shows on the radar and it's lightest footer is just a cloud.
Yeah.
It does.
Has anybody got rain lights flashing on the back of the car yet?
We'll check the 296s. Yes, rain light flashing on the 296s. And the 992s, so all the fancy modern Netta cars, got rain lights coming up. Snod's timed this absolutely perfectly because he's just back on
this is it. So,
well, here's it. It's not going to put the inters on.
Has it hit the track anywhere? We've got cars everywhere, so
they're all fully dry.
If it was to hit the track, it'd hit it from the south. The big band was coming from the south. So it'd be around, it'd be around Buonish.
Schumer Racing, hello mate.
Schubert.
Proper AHR takeover in here. Great support, lads. Thank you.
Dominating both the race chat and the race at the moment.
Well, it's all to play for with this rain coming in a bit earlier. Only takes one. He's got the rain light on the back flashing there on the back of the.
Keep an eye
Ferrari.
on Snod if we can, and just keep an eye on what tyres he comes out on. I think that he's going to be coming out here on softs again.
Yeah.
It's fueling. We're just we're with Snod in the pits.
Yeah.
And it will be
74.
It is the softs again.
Doesn't show you until he properly comes out. Wouldn't make sense to be anything other than softs.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's come out on the
he's gone on Inters.
Alright, so that's the first driver to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
We'll see if anyone follows that.
Let's
the track gets
get that
darker and
weather map
darker.
up again. Let's get that weather map up again, Quintus, and let it play. We can zoom in this time, so we can see some detail on it.
Just you could see like a splotch which came across, and then a big band right at the end. But that was only like 50 or 100 miles away, so if we zoom in a bit, there's that blotch which has passed, and that's clearly past the track.
Yeah, I would say so. If you zoom right away in.
If we go further out, we might be able to see like
the second one.
You only really need inters or wets if it's like that full on like wall of rain approaching.
It does appear that Snod has been a bit hasty putting them tyres on so quick.
Yeah, because even the one which is at like 100 miles away is still only mainly light blue, so it's only really a cloud. Okay, cool. So I've just watched the driver in my car put inters on a dry track.
Yep. He's going to be coming into the pits again, I think.
Radar is apparently...
Turns out, Quintus, you should have been in race engineering with your engineering background, not comms.
Yeah, well, I like to waffle, but I would like to waffle about race cars, mate.
Yeah, me too.
It's a bit more distracting if you're in the driver's ear, rather than just some floating voice in the sky.
Some Power Ranger shit. Alright, settling down nicely for the moment.
Is he going to come in and take those inters off? I don't know if he does.
Yeah, they're already... As someone who is a pioneer of the inters on dry track trap, it doesn't work.
He's coming.
He's coming. Yeah.
Okay, so
that's unlucky.
Radion's rejects are going to find themselves a pit in the negative due to... He might have just picked the wrong tyres, unless there was some confusion in the engineers chat.
Yeah, it depends what. Because it will be Bus is our captain, so he'll be in there.
At least he's only changing tyres. He's not going to have to fuel.
He's already fueled to the end of the stint, but that's brought us right down to last in our class. So we'll see what I believe it's
JJ comes in from second place.
Yeah, it's Candavi in the car next to the end. So we'll see what he can do.
Is Hills set to the end of the race on fuel?
No, Hills is not. No, he's definitely got another slot.
So does Hills run mediums?
Yeah, he's done medium. So he's got to go on the softs.
Yeah. So this means that JJ is gonna have, what is that, like an extra 5 laps or so on the soft tyres? So keep an eye on his lap times over the next 10 laps or so before Hills comes in.
2 compounds. There is no set compounds you have to use. So Hills will be banking on a little bit of rain towards the end and maybe a set of inters, and if not, he can just put the softs on.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any rain on current evidence. I think it's dry to the end now. It's going to be sunny at the end of the race. The likelihood that you get rain on a random when the RO6 hasn't brought it is pretty low.
Yeah.
It does look dark at the moment, though.
It does. don't feel like we're going to see any.
No, I don't think so. I think it'd be there already. Can we see are the rain lights gone off now on the Ferraris and the Porsche?
Yes.
To answer Jacko's question, do we know how many laps a full tank of fuel is? Depending on the car, it can do around, I'd say, like anywhere from 18 to 22, depending on how hard your fuel saving, pushing, depending on how good your car is on fuel.
Yeah, that does seem to be it. Yeah, it seems to be full push on softs, no saving, and a little bit of short shifting on the mediums. I'm aiming to try and get the fuel to last like 20 odd in my stint. That's what I've got in mind. So Sean has found himself in third place, recovering well from an earlier incident. He finds himself 1 second off the back of Amsterdam in second place. Dan comes in.
Crucial strategic information, yes, but it's coming from me, so I'm hardly a reliable source, so I could be giving you misinformation for all you know, mate. I'm sure you guys know this, though.
Dan has come into the pits from second place, and we expect him to put on a set of softs as we don't think the rain will come.
Yeah, well, he's got to run another compound anyway, so he's telegraphed that. It's definitely softs for Dan. Question is, how much fuel is he going to put in? Is he going to have to save till the end, or is he going to put a little extra to go full push? I can tell you that a big difference is whether you're using sixth gear on the straights here, which probably costs you a couple of tenths a lap, but you do save it in the pits.
Yeah, you do save quite a lot of fuel, but most of these cars, you're right, you can rev bomb the absolute hell of it in fifth, and then only blip up to sixth momentarily, so you don't get the gear reset on the braking.
I agree with that, Gray. Definitely between lap 1 and 49.
Yeah. Tim should be coming in this lap as well.
So they're not fighting for it at the moment, but the gap we want to keep an eye on is between JJ and Hills.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was
JJ.
Was it 9 seconds before the pit?
Yeah. So he's now gained. Well, we watched him gain a second there. So if that keeps coming down, if he can get that below a minute before Hills pits, that's going to be bloody tight when they come out.
Yeah,
for a Pro-Am car to be leading this race at the end of stint 1 would be a huge result.
Yeah.
Did Dan overfuel that? No, it's about right, isn't it? So Dan is on the softs with enough fuel to get to the end. We're not expecting any rain. Hills comes in from first place.
Yeah.
So Dan pitted from second, but net P2 would have been sliders.
JJ, no?
No, net P2 would have been sliders
JJ.
from where he pitted originally. He pitted far
JJ's ahead of sliders.
Yeah, JJ is.
JJ's ahead of sliders. Yeah.
Yeah, and sliders is taking them mediums to the end. And JJ's pulled 14 seconds on him, so it's all down to where
does JJ come out, or where does Hills come out in relation to JJ?
Yeah. So 9 seconds was the gap before the round of pits. Sean comes in from second for Team ZFS. BCR's
Get us on board with JJ
third.
if you can, Schick. Get us on board with JJ.
Yeah. Update on Snods. It was lost about, I'd say, 35 seconds from that.
Hills has finished fueling, he's on the way out of the pit, so this is going to be by time they settle, 5 seconds or so, maybe a little more.
Fuel anywhere near as much, but yeah, Hills comfortably ahead of JJ.
JJ will have a lot of speed on him up Kemmel. Is it less than 9 seconds is the question.
Yeah, coming down.
Pretty much as you were. By the time he gets to this corner, it should level out to that 9 second gap again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has
Yeah, just under 9.
He's nicked a few temps, definitely. But he's on
Three-way
the
battle
softer
for P3.
Yeah.
Slide rules on Sean McCormack. Sean McCormack goes defensive, coming straight out.
Sean's he's on
them
fresh
pumps
softs.
up.
Yeah, so Sean's gained a position on sliders, so is JJ. Sliders has not played this strategy well.
Yeah, he's got Sean and Splinter right in the mix with him.
JJ seems to have done it through fuel efficiency. Obviously, he has to look like consistent, good laps, obviously. But the fuel saving he's been doing really seems to have benefited.
That's what you get on a race this long is until the fat lady sings, you don't know where anyone is.
Yeah.
And who would have said, Sean after that spin is now ahead of sliders.
Pull the car up, pull the cameras on Slide Rules and Splinter. They're literally like bumper to bumper for P4. Dan's also pretty close. They've basically got like 4 cars in 3 seconds here.
Yeah.
Sean is gone.
Yeah, Dan's on the softs as well, so he'll catch them quickly.
Yeah, Sean's just taken these softs immediately and started absolutely sending it. Already pulled 2 seconds to Slide Rules and Splinter.
I don't bang on about it, chat, but I'll say it once. If you do like what we're giving you, like and subscribe, all that nonsense. Sliders coming again.
Whoa!
Is he not fueled till the end, or is there rain?
Rain.
Is any cars got rain lights on?
Yeah, well, it's about 20 laps per fuel, so he's definitely under fuel. Definitely, he needs around 50% fuel at the moment. He's only got 30.
Great.
So he's probably banging the softs on.
Jesus, that's a. Has he done an extra pit stop then?
He's done
soft, medium. This is an extra start.
So it should be on par-ish with Ready on Rejects. We've made an extra stop as well.
So where's Dylan? Is he going to come out ahead of slides here?
He should do.
Yeah, he's just lapped.
Yep, he does.
Close.
Will Vroom get the jump as well?
Slide Rules coming out the pits now.
Dylan comes through.
Dylan's ahead of him.
Gets the
Dylan's ahead of him.
as well.
Nah, Vroom's miles back. Slide Rules come. Yeah, it's to do with how the pit box and pit exit are actually quite far away from each other, so you can pass
the leaderboard had him taking it. So.
Yeah, because the leaderboard's based at the pit box, not the pit exit. It's based on where the car is at the moment, but because Real Driving Simulator, it just teleports to the pit exit. Right. Splinter still right on the rear end of Dan for P4.
Dan has taken in place.
Yeah, Dan's taken that place actually on the softs. So he's going to try and catch Sean McCormack, who's already pulled 4 seconds through this pack. 2:18.0, fastest lap of the race so far. I think Sean McCormack might beat that here. Through the bus stop now. I haven't caught his second times, but it's looking absolutely rapid. We come through. Are we going to see a 2:17? 2:18.081. So just about missing on fastest lap by about 30 milliseconds.
Doing well, only second off of quali pace.
So yeah, Slide Rules having to pit. He's gone onto the softs and he is overfueled now.
We've had the battle for fourth at the moment. The great battle, all stints so far between Amsterdam and Splinter for MRL.
Yeah.
And looking to try and take some of that time out of Sean McCormack in third.
Stint 2 is on Twitch, mate. Rob G. Parker, the link's in the description. and you'll find that for all the stints. The link for the following stint stream is in the description.
Yeah, we're going to give it another 10 minutes, and we will start posting the link for the next stint in the chat as well.
Yep. It'll be Rob and Kieran doing that one.
Yep, Rob Barker on his Twitch channel. We'll be joined by KW of ZFS and KW Customs.
We'll take a little break to go get breakfast after this stint, and then if Rob's okay with it, I'll see if I can jump on for an hour or a bit.
I think we have got a
What's
pretty
going on
good
down the
idea of
back
how
of the
these
track
are
there?
going to finish this stint.
Track, that's no, there's two drivers in the pits. Salad Cream went on the inters when go on to Salad Cream real quick. I need to try and let's get our thinking caps here, because just look at what tyres he's on. Look at
he made the same mistake, but he
made
committed
the
to
mistake,
it.
committed to it, went into the pits to put the softs on ideally, and has forgot to change tyres.
Someone needs to work out if he's confused booze with coffee this morning.
He's just chugging shallow cream, mate. It's that Heinz special we've got here for the ZFS Academy car.
What we got there? So all of the stints apart from stint 2 are on YouTube. Stint 2, the next one, Legend, will be on Twitch, but as far as I'm aware, you haven't got to sign up or anything like that. You just click the link, get the video up, and you should be all good.
Yeah. I think you just need to have an account if you want to comment or talk in the chat. But just watching it should be perfectly fine, just pressing the link. So I think now is a good chance to go.
Gets a half a second penalty for the first time in this race. That's stint.
Cheers, Legend. Appreciate the kind words, mate. So I think now is a good chance as we're coming towards the final stages of the first stint. Go over the class podiums again. So pro class, it is, and now because there's actually a difference between the two AHR cars, this will be a good time to get the spotless guide up. So AHR 1 are currently leading the pro class. That's the 112296. It's then Sean McCormack on the number 1 ZFS Pro team in P2 for pro class, 24.5 seconds back. And then pro class podium is next one will be how have I lost the pro class? Who is it? Is it it's now BCR Techno Tim, who's around the same gap, like 23-24 seconds off of Sean McCormack. So that's the BCR Ford Mustang rounding out the pro class podium. For Pro Am is KWC JJ Hawley with an absolutely phenomenal stint in that Lamborghini. Puts himself on Pro Am class podium. P2 overall currently from P11 in qualifying. Phenomenal stint for KW Customs. Next, P2 in Pro Am class is Amsterdam. That's SSR1. He's around 17 seconds off JJ for KWC. And then it's MRL rounding out the Pro Am class podium. P5 overall, and he's 3.4 seconds off of Amsterdam. Then for the Am class, it's Phoenix Racing Flybacks leading the way.
Spat out the pit in front of Dan there.
P6 overall for Phoenix at the moment. P1 in class. Next in the Am class is the second So car, currently being driven by Dylan Lazy Dutchman, the man responsible for, he's done, I'm pretty sure the banner work is mostly Dylan, right? Want to get that right?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
wicked.
Right.
He is 34 seconds off of Beavis for Phoenix, so pretty comfortable lead for Phoenix in the AM class at the moment. I'm sure that will last until Captain Mills gets in the car and messes it all up.
What stint's Captain Mills?
Stint 5, mate. And then rounding out the AM class podium is NCR built for Hex Racing, and that's around a 1:20 gap between P2 and P3 in AM class. Rounds off the class podiums for this race at the moment. And I can't believe we've got just under 10.5 hours to still go for this.
JH Kizzle, nice to see you, mate. Morning.
Seen you put ZFS in your gamer tag, mate, Kizzle. Nice to see you join the special club for once.
Skinno. No, I'm doing stints 1, 4 and 6, Richie. Rob Barker's doing stint 2, Jaden TV's doing stint 3, and of course your boys doing stint 5.
Gentlemen, I'm going to love and leave you and go and help race engineer for my driver in stint 2. But, thank you both for having me.
Thank you for joining, mate. Appreciate
you. You've been absolutely phenomenal. Exactly what we needed from you, mate. Wicked comms.
Corinthus, good luck later.
Thank you. We'll need it. We'll bottle it. But at least I know, as long as if I don't put inters on the dry track.
Yeah, low bar.
Not made the worst strategy of the team so far.
All right, I'll see you on track.
See you, mate.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers, mate. Bye bye.
Yeah. So the stint 2, their race starts when Hills starts lap 47.
Hills has done another fastest lap.
Well,
he's on his qualifying pace now.
Yeah. No, I mean he starts lap 48 actually, so it's 48 and 49 that he does. So they've got plenty of time to get into the pits and be ready for the handover. So I'm pretty sure Rob G. Barker's stream should be starting around now-ish.
He's already that stream is, or I can confirm, is already running. I am just sorting you a link out now.
Yep.
Or if you could grab that, it's in the Discord.
In the Discord.
Or
right.
you can get it from the link from this video. That'd be even easier, wouldn't it?
Yep. So just start posting that absolutely everywhere then.
Yeah, that Hill's knocking on the door for a 2:16. That'd be phenomenal in race pace. 12 seconds the gap is pulled to JJ in second now.
Bloody hell. Got his channel up, but it doesn't seem to be showing his live on my end. But that might just be because I'm not used to Twitch. So I'm looking.
What's that, mate?
I can't seem to find what's it called? The physical stream link. I've got the channel up, it's just I can't see the link.
It's in the description. Click more.
No, I mean I'm on his Twitch channel. I can't see the stream. That's what I meant.
If you can hear us, Rob.
Probably just me being special. Yeah, it's last live 17th of April on my end. But I think Twitch links are just it goes to the channel, and if it's live, that takes you to the stream.
Yeah, it's the channel link in the description. Really.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Twitch is weird. Right, copy that. Get that in chat, Mike.
Link for the next stint is coming up in the chat.
Bish, bash, bosh, There's me being useful.
Jacko, why aren't you driving then, mate?
We're doing the revolutionary tactic of backseat driving is the way forward.
Okay, so around about 4 laps left of this stint.
For the leaders.
All cars will pit at the
yeah.
end of lap 49.
Yeah. Well, that's their respective lap 49, remember, not just lap 49 for the leader. So Salacry, because the gap to the leader is 5 minutes, that's how long the handover will take for this stint. That's just going to progressively get a bit longer and longer.
Ah, see, Jacko. Hopefully you find some time soon, mate.
Excuses. I love that I didn't crop my logo properly, so it's just a portrait screenshot of when I can find the message link.
Yeah, it's like they are not quite formatted, so we have got Techno Tim on the back of Flybats, the battle for 6th place as we come towards the end of this stint. 3 laps remaining.
Yeah. Oh, as Techno Tim just clips the inside wall of turn 1, slows that car down a bit,
Costing
and
nearly a
that
second.
allows. Yeah.
He'll make that back.
Yeah, he's not going to be feeling the slip as much, but he is in the Ford Mustang, which is a rocket ship in the straights. We should see that coming down. Already gained a 10th, and he's back into that slipstream, so he'll be gaining more and more and more. Beavis may have been able to shake him for a bit, but he's still getting closer and closer and closer as Beavis goes deep. And that allows Techno Tim to gain massively. We're back side by side momentarily. Bit of door banging, but Beavis stays ahead. What can Techno Tim do now? Right on the back end of that Porsche.
Yeah, heavy damage, Jacko, mate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I am live. 3 tenths now as we go in towards Kuon, bright blue skies. 2 tenths now, Techno Tim gaining a bit more on Beavis, getting closer and closer to try and follow as close as possible through sector 2. He gets the better run, clips the apex better. But Beavis just knows exactly where to put that car, he knows exactly where Tim wants to place it. Beautiful defending here from the AM-class driver. Will we see Techno Tim try for a move into the bus stop? He can either take the inside for the braking or try around the outside, which turns into the inside. See what he can do. Beavis doesn't go defensive. Tim not close enough to think about a move for the number 69. He's going to try and get a better exit through the last corner, and he's done well. But that Porsche 992 just so strong out of the corners, keeps that gap. Back to where we were. Tim avoids the wall this time, and he gets a good exit, and with the straight line speed of the Ford Mustang with slipstream as well, should be able to see him come through, as it looks like we're having a bit of issues with lobby 2.
What issues?
It looks like they're trying to find a new lobby code. Never mind, it showed up. Just going off.
I can confirm that the link for Rob's channel is working.
Cool. So I was just blind wicked. There's Techno Tim kicking up a bit of grass, trying to get past Beavis, and that's cost him. It's given him a half-second penalty. Ooh, but he's going to try anyway. Beavis goes defensive, covers the inside off through No Name. Onto the run through Kuon, bumper to bumper. Techno Tim's going to have a look up the inside. He's got the run. Beavis lets go, lets him through. He knows he's got that penalty. Bemis is going to try and fight anyway. He's giving us a show.
Oh, looking left, looking right. Yes, Grave. It's only on Twitch Stint 2, and then everything else will move back to YouTube afterwards. So Tim serving the half-second penalty in 6th place, with Beavis in 7th all over his hide.
Yeah.
See if
Hills
Techno can
has
get
just
back.
started lap 48, so Stint 2 should be crawling towards the pits, getting ready for the handover. Yeah, Reed made a good comment. Do we reckon everyone's going to remember to come in at the end of lap 49?
Well,
are they going to remember to do it of their stint?
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah, we've communicated it quite well. I feel the document that Dan put together is very, very detailed. No room for ambiguity.
Oh, what's going on?
There we go. Must have caught escape or something. Right, let's keep our eyes back on Beavis and Tim. Beavis pulling a slight gap, 4/10. Tim picks up another half-second penalty through Eau Rouge. The pressure's getting to him. Yeah, it is worn softs versus slightly less worn mediums.
Battle, miss, good battle.
Absolutely
Very clean, as
yeah.
we've seen throughout this stint, and
yeah,
but frankly, that's what we expect from the entire event, start to finish, all 12 hours.
What we expect from the community in general. We pride ourselves in being one of the cleanest racing spaces on Gran Turismo, and I think we're showing exactly why we give ourselves that reputation today. It's been some phenomenal racing on track. I feel we've covered most of it, but we've probably missed quite a bit because it's just us we're talking about.
Right, so our leader, Mr. Hills, has started his final lap of this stint. Gotta say, Hills, expected you to do well, as I know you're a very good driver, but fantastic performance so far, mate. Well done.
Yeah, 17:055 is the time to beat for anyone trying to take that fastest lap of the race.
Thank you, Gray. Appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Been a pleasure to do it, and I can't wait to make a guest appearance.
Oh, Hills has gone wide as he went purple again. Nearly set out his stall for that 216, but it won't happen there. But I don't think he'll be too upset with a 217.0.
Yeah, 15.3 seconds that lead. Techno Tim. Ooh! Tim almost lost it through turn 1, kept it under control, but Beavis is a solid 2 seconds ahead of Tim.
Alright, we are on the last lap. Your leader, as it stands, is AHR Hills. Second place for KW Customs is JJ. The ZFS Racing Team, Sean McCormack in third. So Salty Racing, Amsterdam in fourth. MRL Splinter for MRL in fifth. Beavis Flybats for Phoenix Racing in sixth. Techno Tim for BCR in seventh. Sliders for AHR Team 2 in eighth. Lazy Dutchman for Slightly Salty Racing in ninth. 10th place is Vroom for the Grand Prix. 11th for Ready on Rejects is Snod. 12th for Hex Racing is MCR Bill. And for ZFS Academy in 13th is Salad Cream. He's on his 2 lap stand, Salad Cream, at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, that's AHR Hills has completed stint 1. AHR confirmed first.
The first handover of the ZFS 12-hour series is about to take place. One driver in one lobby comes into the pits.
I will leave this
Oh.
stream running until all drivers are through. If you
Yeah,
do so
so-
wish to go and catch Stint 2 now, link is posted again in description.
So top 5 in the pits now. So you can see the lap counter in VR, right?
Cheers, many mate. What's that, bud?
You can see. I know, like telemetry and stuff, you can't really see much in VR, but the lap counter is one that you can see, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So everyone on lap 49 now. Yeah, it does seem, yeah. Oh, Tim! We've had one that can't read a rule book. Techno Tim has carried on. Nah, he will fuck absolutely everything up if he crosses the finish line. What he needs to do is park up.
Who?
Tim, he's not done the handover. He's carried on and he's on lap 50.
That's okay, he can still pit. Is he on 50?
No, if he pits, that'll finish the race, and that'll mean that Salad Cream, because he's on lap 48, he's gonna not be able to get to the pits in time.
I
So
don't know what
Tim-
he's going to have to stop, and he's likely to be put into last place. Is he not? So he won't be able to get his time.
Yeah, if he
He
crosses
crashed
the line,
in
he
he crashed in the pit
Yeah.
lane. He crashed in the pit lane, boys and girls.
Oh, okay.
The
We
the
found
only
it.
thing he can do is pull over, otherwise the race will end,
Yeah,
as far as I know. Or I can think. So just pull over before the pit end.
yeah.
Alright, so Tim pulls
Cool.
over.
So
Well done,
it's
mate.
up,
Unlucky
up
as well,
to,
bud.
yeah, up to Dan to figure out what to do there.
Yeah, they'll,
Anything, yeah.
yeah. So hopefully, the boys will sort it out. The boys will sort it out.
Yeah.
For Stint 2, I'm sure it ain't a problem.
So we just gotta wait for Salad Cream.
Salad Cream.
So yeah, as you can see, because Tim is on the final lap, Salad Cream will come into the pits and that will end the race. But he's still
Okay,
going to
they can work that out.
handover.
Unlucky,
Yeah.
Tim. Don't stress about it too much if you can hear us, mate. That's unfortunate, buddy. All right. Can
I'll
I-
jump it. Cheers, Jacko.
Alright, while that's running, I am going to try and get you Stint 2 up. So I am going to mute the inputs of this stream. Thank you everyone who joined and interacted and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And we will see you again for Stint 4. Nice one, Quintus.
Alright, I'll be